So I was at Walmart today and just went there to get stuff for school, for lunch and stuff. And one thing I always have this thing I want to do when I go to Walmart is I always want to go look at the fish, because I kind of have this thing I just go to count how many dead fish are in there. And I went in there today to look, and they had so many fish, not in a good way, more than there should be in a tank, ever. There was probably 30 black moors cramped in this tank that's about half the size of what's behind me. So I ended up getting 4 black moors. I asked for 3, but the guy put 4 in the bag by accident or something. And instead of trying to get him to fish it out of the bag, I just told him I'll just take the 4th one. So that happened. So with Walmart, and something that I don't like about Walmart, the most thing is their fish department, because one, fish are constantly dead in their tanks. They never maintain their tanks, and honestly, you're not a pet store. You don't have any experience with fish or animals in general. Don't sell them, because just because they're fish doesn't mean that they don't. It doesn't mean they're any less. You know what I'm saying? I love all animals. So just because it's a fish doesn't mean it's any less than a dog or a cat. It's still a living thing. And I've always loved fish. I have a tank behind me. I have a bunch of bettas in front of me, and then I also got another goldfish tank on my dresser. But it's just a thing. I also got a 46-gallon in the living room, which you are going to see in this video for a clip. But it just drives me crazy with Walmart because they can't take care of fish. So while I was at Walmart, I was looking in at the black moor tank, because like I said, they had 30 black moors cramped into a little 5-gallon aquarium. One thing that was very disturbing was there's probably 10 dead fish just swimming, or not swimming, floating around in there. There was 3 large black moors stuck to the filter, and then there was in the back corner just a pile of carcasses, or skeletons I should say. I literally took we took 15 minutes just to try to find somebody that would help get me 3 little fish out. But when the guy, it was the manager, he was really cool, he was really nice, but when I asked him about what's the deal, why can't you just fish the dead fish out, what's the big deal with that, he goes, oh well, we have a guy that comes once a week that's the fish guy that's supposed to come take care of the fish. And I'm like, you can't just fish him out until he gets there? With that, I don't understand, because you're literally just jeopardizing the life of the other fish, or you're just killing fishes because you're so lazy just to fish them out and put them in a bucket. Why is it so hard to fish the dead fish out, put them in a bucket, and say, hey, here's the dead fish? You're just killing more fish, leaving them in there for a week. And there were skeletons in there. And I know for a fact that it takes longer than a week for a bunch of fish to turn into skeletons. They're not cleaning them out once a week. They're cleaning them out more once a month. I mean, there were fish in there that they had turned so much into skeletons that the fish were eating the bones. They weren't being fed. There was a tank that was just covered in algae, and it was disgusting. It was a little comic goldfish. And I guess because I just have this weird thing about fish, I've always liked fish. I've always been into fish, especially goldfish. I've always liked goldfish because they have this little quirky personality, and it's really cute. I mean, there were literally black moors in there that had bones sticking out of their body. Their spines were sticking out and everything else, their ribs were sticking out. It was just disturbing. And there were fish in there where there were so many goldfish in there that the others were eating each other's fins. They were eating each other alive, basically, and it's disturbing. So I took 3 of them, or I got 4 of them, so they're going to have a good home. And yeah, they're currently going to be in a temporary setup because I don't want to risk them having a disease and give it to my other goldfish. Hopefully they don't make the water overflow, because this is a big bag of goldfish. We good? Oh yeah, we good. They're not gonna overflow. So we're gonna let them acclimate in this tank, because I'm gonna pull water out of this tank. So we'll be good. I'm gonna let them acclimate in the 47 or 46 gallon tank. They're not going in this tank, they're just gonna acclimate in it. Okay, so with these guys, I was not expecting to get these guys at Walmart today, but the tank was horribly disgusting, and so many were crammed in there, I felt bad for them. So, and this thing's actually really heavy. There's 4 of them. They're currently acclimating, so they're chilling in there right now. I don't have a filter for something this small, which is about 5 gallons. I don't have nothing that would fit for a 5-gallon, but I have a 20-gallon down in storage, and I have a 20-gallon filter. So I'm actually going to set that up here for the time being. And I have a little air pump to set up for these guys just for now. I am going to put a plant in there just to help. But they're only going to be in here just for a few days until I get the 20-gallon set up. So my fish have been acclimating for about 15-20 minutes now, which is about how long they need to. So we're going to pop the bag here. So just pop a hole inside the bag, grab the tip, grab the corner, and just pour them into the net, to the bucket. There goes 1, 2, 3, 4 fish. We got our 4 little fish right there. We're just gonna pop them in the tank. In this tank, I did put a little bit of extra conditioner. So with products, what I use Stress Coat. Helps with when you add new fish to the tank, especially these guys. Plant food, just because I got a plant in there. Stress Cream, which is just helps with bacteria and stuff like that for them. And then obviously water conditioner, and that's really all I have to do for them. But we're going to see what they do. We'll see if they'll eat. So right now, this is what they're in. It's not the greatest, but just to last for a couple of days until I get them in a bigger tank. And also just to make sure they don't have anything, because if they have anything horribly life-threatening, they're probably not going to live long. There is one of them that's not doing so hot. He's doing, I don't see nobody acting weird right now. But there was one that was like floating upside down and crap. So this guy looks pretty good right here. His fins look good. Which is that other guy, he looks pretty good. It was one of these two that wasn't doing so hot. These smaller ones over here. I don't know which one it was now. Crap. This guy looked like he got something sticking out the side of his side. Looks like it's like white. I don't know if that's a bone. I'll have to fish him out with my hand and look at him. But I don't know if you can see it. But that right there on the side, I don't know if that's just a scale missing. I'll feed him some tropical fish flakes. Just because this is everybody can eat them. We'll see if anybody does anything with them. They may not pop up and eat them. Probably want to adjust for a bit. They might come up and nibble them though. We'll see what they do. I'll leave those in there for a minute, and then if they don't take them, I'll have to clean them out. They look like they're swimming around. Hopefully nobody dies though. So yeah. So my battery's getting low, and it decided to cut me off. But I'm feeding these little piglets. They love food. These are my other 5. They're not going in with these. These are the ones I don't want them to somehow manage to kill if those guys have something wrong with them. So, yeah. And yeah, I know this guy has something up with his tail. I don't know what that is. It's got a little bend in it, but he gets around fine. That's Bubba. I've got some smaller ones and a little white one.